Welcome to the first installment of In a Witch's Garden for 2023. Today is May 24th, and our vegetable garden is nearing completion. Let's go take a look. These tomatoes were planted by myself and my granddaughter Layla, who had an absolutely wonderful time playing in the garden. She's going to be a real gardener someday. She just absolutely loves it. These tomatoes were planted on Mother's Day. They are all grown from seed. Yay. The basil was purchased and planted last week. Here we have beans. Supposedly they don't need a pole. And next to them is a row of carrots, also all planted from seed. They were planted in the ground probably a week ago. Here we have a row of scallions planted from seed and long forgotten. I gave them up for dead, but put them in the ground today and hoping for the best. I think they're going to do all right. As you can see, we actually did put down landscaping cloth this year. That's a new thing for us. We've also done our best to maximize our space in the garden this year. Let's take a walk inside. Here's our row of peppers, also grown from seed. Oh, well, the jalapenos are. There are a couple of, what did we get? A green pepper, a yellow pepper, and a red pepper. Got those last week, I believe, and put them in the ground then. They're doing well. Some more beans. They were planted today. And this year we are growing cilantro in the garden. We bought that last week as well. We have 2 eggplants. There were 3. I'd like to say it just up and died, but it actually heaved itself out of the ground and died. So we got to get a new one of those. Here's our tomatoes again. We have, what do we have this year? Beefsteaks, San Marzanos, and 2 varieties of black peppers. They're all coming up pretty well. Now over here, these poor little beleaguered guys were just planted today. They were rescued from a pot, believed to be absolutely totally beyond repair, and that was all my fault. But now we have some lettuce, and we have some spinach, and my shadow. And over there we have cucumbers, also grown from seed. The tall spiky stuff beyond the fence is hubby's garlic box. Excuse me. As you can see, it is going great guns. Those are planted from bulbs that we had in the kitchen and that were sprouting, and I told him to come out here and put them in the dirt. Let's see. Well, we have our cucumbers, and beyond those are peas. Like I said, all of this is from seed, and there's more to come in our grow room in the house. It's doing pretty well. Oh, as you can see, we're putting up a new fence this year. That's another new addition to the vegetable garden. This year we're growing more varieties of vegetables than we have in years past. And like I said, we're really trying to maximize our space. This empty space here is going to have watermelons and more cucumbers in the very near future. They are in the grow room and almost ready to come out. Let's come over here and take a look at our little herb garden. As you can see, hubby has made a very zen statue with rocks that he's found in the yard as he dug things up. This is New England. Our greatest crop is and always has been rocks. So we have our lemon thyme. Oh, look, pretty butterfly. Hello, butterfly. Nice little visitor. Huh. Anyway, the lemon thyme has come back really well. This is a mullein or a lamb's ear. I'm not sure which. I'm just terrible about these things, and I just tend to leave them where they grow. You probably shouldn't do that. Here we have our chocolate mint. And our little dianthus is coming back, just this one. We've lost the rest of them this year, unfortunately. We have a new lavender. She was planted about a week ago or so to go with a couple of new oregano plants. Hubby heard on YouTube that putting fireplace ash in the herb garden or any garden was a really great idea, so over the winter he just kind of dumped some in here, which is why we have this big bare spot where the oregano used to be, because it died. Anyway, our yarrows coming back. We have yellow and white, if you believe. And there's our purple coneflower also making a comeback. And the piece de resistance in the herb garden are our blueberry bushes. Look at how well they're doing. Oh my goodness. This is their second year. And they are just doing spectacularly. In fact, we have blueberries. This one was just absolutely loaded with flowers, and it is currently loaded with immature blueberries, so it's just going to be delicious. On this one here has yet to flower. It's a later blooming variety. We're hoping, obviously, to get some blueberries off of her later. Here are 2 stalks of corn that were dying in their pots because I was lazy and I didn't know what else to do with them. But they are very, very happy here in the herb garden. Yay! Well, all in all, we're doing pretty good here. Not too shabby. Our little, I can never get anything to grow in it too good garden. I made the mistake of digging up the lilies last year because I was going to plant them again and rearrange them in a better order. And, well, I can't find them. I've looked all over the garage and I cannot find them. So instead of the nice patch I had last year, I have these 2. This one in the corner, and there may be one over here somewhere. Other than that, what we got is a bunch of nothing. Except for the hellebore, which really loves this spot. I am so happy with the hellebore. Just tickled. And this tall phlox decided to volunteer here, so I'm doing my best to cultivate it so that it will go to seed here as well. Let's go take a walk around the front to see what's going on in the boat. Oh yeah. Here's our little surprise for the year, or one of them anyway. The beautiful purple Johnny Jump Ups, which I planted right over there last year after rescuing them from down there under that apple tree. And they did what their name implies. They jumped. Gotta love them. Okay. Out front to the boat. There's our smoke bush, which I've done my best to cut back, and my neighbor is doing an awesome job on the border. I cannot thank them enough. Honestly, I can't. And here is our boat. You may notice some new additions. Our sage is up and died this year, and that's okay. It really needed to go anyway. It was just really taking over. But what we've got in its place are these beautiful lupins. Look at that. They are just thriving and taking over everything, and I think that is awesome. Yes, yes, yes. They're attracting honeybees. We have some Sweet William coming up this year. One of my favorite flowers of all time. Just love the way it smells. We had a really good crop of cowslip. And of course, we have a good crop of grass because, you know, that really grows here. However, we do have asters and soapwort. Of course, the soapwort will never go away. Coming up, I'm going to put some more wildflowers out here. I'm so happy with those lupins. They're beautiful. All right. Let's take a walk back around here. See what else we can find. It's been beautiful out here lately. I know I have to cut the grass again. I'm aware. You don't have to tell me. Okay. Oh. There's our veggie garden again. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Gonna be tasty. Now over here we are going to till a new pumpkin patch this weekend. We took down a tree, a very large tree, as you can see. We got to cut up the rest of that trunk. But where that grass stops, this is where we're going to start tilling and take more advantage of the sun. This will be our new pumpkins and corn, which is sprouting in the grow room. Well, corn's on the deck. I'll show it to you in a minute. And here are our roses. We got good and bad news here. We do have a lot of dead spots that I have to take care of and get rid of. But at least these two came back. Mr. Lincoln here, as you can see, up and died on me, pretty much. But it does have this really nice sucker that's growing, and I'm going to let it keep going, hoping that I actually get a new plant off of it. I have lilies down here that are coming up well. I promise to leave them and not try to transplant them and lose them. There's a mini rose here. It's yellow. It was my daughter's. She was given to it on Mother's Day one year. And this one has up and died. Oh, no. Oh, no. There he is, eating his bone. Just eating his bone. But we do have flowers coming. So, that's the good news. All right. There's our apple tree where we have tenants in both birdhouses. They seem very happy, and they are a welcome addition to the yard. I've made sure that the bird baths are full for them all the time. Put up that other second one there. There we go, past the garden again. Ooh, there's our tomatoes. Yummy. I know, bye-bye roses. Nice, huh? It's coming. We're getting there. And now the deck. There's our new potted little mini petunias. I couldn't find the color that I had last year, but we got these lovelies. And we have a new strawberry tower with two different varieties of strawberries. Top has sweet berry and the bottom are seascapes. The seascapes 2 I bought at Home Depot this year, and I had 2 that made it through the winter thanks to my daughter Nikki. I split those up and put them around on the bottom down there. Over here, our big show pot for the year. We have geraniums, pansies, and I never know what that silver spiky thing is. Anyway, it's coming out real pretty. And here is our new our new concrete footing that my friend represents 1,500 pounds of concrete that was purchased, hauled, opened, mixed, and poured by yours truly and her hubby over a Saturday afternoon. I don't necessarily recommend it, depending on how old you are. Up there we have what was advertised as African daisies and regular daisies. That's what we've got up here this year. Very colorful, very pretty. We have our twins that I picked up at Home Depot, half off. I'm not a big fan of orange, but it really just couldn't resist the color this time around. Thought they were gorgeous. And we have lots of pink and whites. Miss Calla, who is looking beautiful. And just for comparison, that is a Calla that I bought this year right next to it. Our tall white one is 3 or 4 years old, which is why she's so big and beautiful and lush. And then this one's only probably about a year. I've only had it a couple of months, so I'm hoping it gets this big. Now, this year we are growing rosemary on the deck and not in the herb garden because we did not have much success with it. Let's hope for better. There are our pumpkins waiting to go in the ground. This is our bucket of, oh look, I rescued it. I was putting the strawberry bucket together and came across a bunch of morning glories, and I believe that is a petunia in the middle. So I made a pot with them instead of killing them and throwing them out. These tomatoes were taken out and potted today. Taken out of that little tray where you can see there are more tomatoes. I know we love tomatoes around here. They were late bloomers. They can't go in the garden. They'll have to be grown in pots this year. There's three more, sorry. And the fun thing about all of these tomato plants is they're going to be a surprise. I have no idea what variety any of them are. So that should be interesting. And here we have corn that just came out of the grow room. And it's getting happy and sunny on the deck. This is a different variety than what's growing in the herb garden. This one will be yellow and white sweet corn. And I know you think that's dead, but there are actually a couple of peas coming up in there very, very late once again. I don't know what happened there, but we're going good. We're working on it. And that, this year, is the Piste Resistance. That is my lemon tree. If you were here last year, you know when I got it, it was no bigger than one of the rosemaries next to it. It seems very happy. I'm hoping it will give me some flowers and eventually a lemon. Anyway, that's what's going on in my garden. I hope things are growing in yours. Bye.